Numerical miracle. Between chapter 16 and chapter 32 is 1632 verse. The number of chromosomes in a male bee is 16, which corresponds to Surah chapter Al-Bees, Al-Nahl, number 16. The number of chromosomes in a female bee is 16 times 2 equals 32, which corresponds to Surah chapter Al-Sajdah number 32. Between the whole Surah chapter 16 Al-Bees, Al-Nahl, that contains 128 verse in part number 14 of 30 in the Holy Quran, and the whole Surah chapter 32 Al-Sajdah that contains 30 verse, in part number 21 of 30 in the Holy Quran, is 1632 verse. By adding the number 16 to the number 32 equals 1632. Chapter number. Chapter name. Verses number. Totals. For explaining, the next pages. Surah chapter 16 Al-Bees, Al-Nahl. Part 14 of 30. Number of verses is 128 verse. Surah chapter 17 Al-Isra. Part 15 of 30. Number of verses 111 plus what mentioned before of verses 128 equals 239 verse. Surah chapter 32 Al-Sajdah. Part 21 of 30. Number of verses 30 plus what mentioned before of verses 1602 equals 1632 verse, and it is the sum of the addition of chapter number 16 Al-Bees, male chromosome, and chapter number 32 Al-Sajdah, female chromosome, equals 1632.